Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Vegas Top Dogs TV YouTube channel update for the NFL playoffs wild card weekend. Over there in the green room, we got Jeff Hochman on top, Frank Jordan on the bottom. They have picks in the NFL wild card action. We'll get to them in 1 minute. Guys, welcome to the show this week.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tony. Great to be here once again. Frank, you as well. Let's bang some winners for our viewers.
Absolutely. That's why everybody tunes in to get our picks. Before I get to my selection, make sure you like, subscribe, give us that thumbs up. You'll be notified each and every time a new video comes out. So let's jump right in. My selection goes early on Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Seattle at San Francisco. First two meetings, low-scoring games. Both teams combined for just 34 points. But I have a feeling this time we're going to see a little bit of a higher scoring game, and it's going to go over the total. I like the over in this game. I think if Seattle falls behind, Geno Smith is going to have to pass. That's going to stop the clock in completions. I think San Francisco also has the capability to put up 28 points themselves. I think this one goes over the total. Brock Purdy has a very good connection with tight end Kittle. They seem to be finding each other in the red zone, so they're scoring touchdowns, not field goals. And with Geno Smith, their game plan is to take deep shots downfield. Also, he could beat you with his legs, so I think rolling out, that may open up some open receivers. So I think we're going to see some points scored in this one. I'm going to take the over 42.5 between Seattle, San Francisco. Look for a shootout and look for both teams to put some points on the board in the early NFL kickoff. Next up, let me throw it over to Jeff Hochman.
All right, folks, here we go. NFL playoff action. Saturday night, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. LA Chargers -2.5 at Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's take the home underdog, Jacksonville Jaguars, plus the 2.5. There are some twos out there as well. Full disclosure, I got Jacksonville at +3. When the lines came out for 5 minutes, my book posted a 3. Right after I made the wager, it went down to 2.5 and 2, and then it went down to 1.5. Now it's back up to 2. Maybe you can wait and get a 3. I think as the information comes out that Mike Williams is going to play and some other key contributors on the Chargers offense and defense, this line might go back up to 3. Hammer the 3. Look, it's a tough travel spot for the Chargers. They played in Denver on Sunday, fly back home. Now one less day to prepare. This game is Saturday night. I give the coaching edge to Doug Peterson. Multiple playoff wins. He won a Super Bowl. This is Staley's first ever playoff game. And in the first matchup, the Chargers had major trouble containing the Jags' RPO offense. I watched that game over and over on the All-22, and the Chargers just could not stop Trevor Lawrence in the RPO action. Look for some more wrinkles this time around, incorporating their passing game. Zay Jones playing very well. So, Jags have played even better since that game earlier in the season. So, there's a lot of professionals on the Chargers. There's a lot of professionals on the Jaguars. You usually get that in the playoffs. There's only 6 games to choose from. So there is two-way action in this game. I personally like the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 2.5. Good luck.
All right. Next up, we're going to go to Sunday, January 15th. And Frank Jordan is going to take a look at your middle game of the day, Giants at Minnesota Vikings. Frank, what do you got for us?
Yeah, it's a rematch from Christmas Eve, Week 16 of the NFL, where Minnesota needed a 61-yard field goal at the gun just to win by 3 points, 27-24. Minnesota is the weirdest 13-win team, as they've had a ton of close games and come in with a minus point differential despite having way more wins than losses. And the Giants, they were 2-2 in their last 4 games, but playing very well. Their backups played well in Philly coming into this game. They're a hot team. They've played 13 one-score games this year, with 7 of them coming on the road. So they're primed. In that game in Week 16, Jones had over 300 yards passing, had a passing touchdown, but also had an interception. Cousins was just under 300 yards with 3 passing touchdowns. Barkley had 84 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown. The big game was Jefferson, 12 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown. So the Giants really need to lock him down, double him up to really stymie the Minnesota offense. The 2 biggest reasons that Minnesota won, the Giants didn't that day. Giants had 7 penalties, 63 yards. Vikings just 2 for 14 yards. Giants had 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception. Vikings had 0. So if the Giants clean that up, that'll make it much easier to pull off the win. I like them outright in this game. Minnesota is a garbage division winner, terrible team, and they're just going to shoot themselves in the foot this time. Hammer the Giants on the money line to advance in the playoffs.
I believe
All right,
in the
thank
first.
you, Frank.
I believe in the first meeting, the Giants actually outgained Minnesota, and
Yes.
Minnesota this year has allowed more yards than they've gained all year. So Minnesota Vikings are a phony 13-3 team. I agree with Frank's pick on the Giants. I personally like the points, so I would take the 3 there. Maybe you'll get a 3.5 by game day. What do you think, Tony?
Frank, you like money line or plus the points?
I like the Giants on the money line because
All right.
you need to win to advance in the playoffs, and I think they had a couple, key penalties and turnovers that really put them behind. So clean that up, and this time the luck will be on their side, and not even a 61-yard field goal will help Minnesota in this one.
Yeah, I could see that. I think we're going to see some dogs this weekend. One stat I want to throw out there. We're all about helping you make money. One stat here. In this round of the NFL playoffs, home favorites of 9.5 points or more have won and covered 12 straight. Won and covered 12 straight by an average score of 32-14. So I think we're going to have 2 or 3 favorites of over 9.5 this weekend, all depending on what happens with that Ravens game.
I got a great stat for everybody. I actually saw this at the Action Network. Quarterbacks making their first appearance in the playoffs against quarterbacks that have played in the playoffs before are 14-36 against the spread since 2001. If 2 quarterbacks that have not been to the playoffs are facing each other, that cancels out. So keep that in mind. 14-36 against the spread, playing on quarterbacks that have not played in the playoffs versus a quarterback that has played in the playoffs. There's a couple of matchups in this round that applies to. Pretty good stat.
Yeah, good stuff. Guys, make sure you visit VegasTopDogs.com. I know Frank's been hot over the past week or so with his selection, so check out what he has not only in the NFL playoffs, but in NBA and college hoops. Jeff, I'm sure he'll have some hockey picks over the weekend as well. So simply go to VegasTopDogs.com. Free picks each and every day. Also, our premium picks will be up there. They'll be loaded here within a day or two before the weekend with the big slate of NFL playoff action. Guys, thanks for coming on the video with us, and I appreciate your time and analysis.
Before we wrap it up, I do have my 3-star. Excuse me. It's a 4-star premium play. Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go get it. I was 17-6 in the NFL this season, fully documented. Good luck, everybody. Let's win some cash.
Frank, any last words?
Just be a winner.
Hey, as always, good luck and be a winner.